Presenting our feature presentation of this year's 1984 class of Master Shipbuilders. 1984 was an exceptional year. Can you remember going to the movies to catch Beverly Hills Cop and The Terminator, and your movie ticket was only $2.50? The mullet was in and is now back in. And becoming the year's most successful song and album, Prince released his chart-topping Purple Rain. And lastly, your average monthly rent was a whopping $350. If only we could travel back in time, but tonight we are. We're going back to Newport News Shipbuilding in 1984, the year it all began for all of you. And now we celebrate you for completing a monumental career milestone of 40 years, now known as a Master Shipbuilder.
As a Master Shipbuilder, get someone that has been dedicated to the company and has stayed here.
It's spending 40 years of their life as a career building ships.
Master Shipbuilder is someone who's reliable. They come to work, they go and do the job, they do a high quality job right the first time.
We are normally the subject matter experts in our field because we've been around that long.
And the person who takes the time to work with the people that are coming behind them and to make sure that they're prepared and ready to go.
So this year was my year of milestones. From January to June, I celebrated my 60th birthday, my 35th wedding anniversary, and 40 years as a Master Shipbuilder. I never thought I would be here for 40 years. Even when I got to 35, 40 still seemed like it was a long way off. COVID happened and all of a sudden I blinked and it was 40.
I was hoping I would be able to stay here for my full career. And I remember, 1984 thinking, okay, 2024 would be 40 years, and I don't know that we had the Master Shipbuilder at that program, but I was kind of looking at, that was kind of my goal. And then after I got married and was here, I needed to do everything I could to advance my career, enhance my career, so that I would have the opportunity to stay a full 40 years.
My biggest milestone is making it to 40 years and feeling like I could contribute to the construction of the carriers and helping my other tradesmen. Just being in one company for 40 years these days is an accomplishment.
The first day that I got here was 1983 as a summer intern. The Theodore Roosevelt was being built in 12 dry dock, and I was just amazed at the size of the ships.
We had a lot going on with submarines that year. The USS Chicago was christened, and we had two more submarines that were actually being commissioned at that time. The USS Salt Lake City and the USS Olympia.
I remember Reagan was the president. I remember coming in here and just about every pier had one or two submarines on it. We had several aircraft carriers. I was about 230 pounds. I wrestled for the apprentice school as a heavyweight for 2 years, so I was in great shape.
When I first came in, my hair was quite a bit longer. I was like 130 pounds. I've put on a little more weight since then, and my hair's a lot shorter and not as much of it.
I had short hair, I had glasses, and I remember wearing a red dress my first day at work. So I was driving a used car that I got before I came here, and it was a Dodge Colt station wagon.
Oh Lord, I was driving a Mercury Zephyr. Man, I loved that car. I was so heartbroken when I couldn't keep it running.
I drove a 1970 Buick Skylark that I bought from a family member. It got pretty good gas mileage, and I figured I'd had my dreams on buying maybe an old Cutlass or something like that in the future.
When we came into the shipyard, we were making $5.45 an hour, and that was pretty darn decent money back then.
I think my yearly salary was, in 1984, was probably just over $16,000 as a designer.
So I've been in welding engineering all of my career here, but there's many aspects to welding engineering. I've been flexible as part of that, and I feel really privileged to have had a broad scope which allows me to help mentor a lot of the younger ones because I've served in every aspect of welding engineering. Now I've been selected as Engineer of the Year this past year. It's been a great opportunity to have if you want to say my fingers, or my opportunity to participate in many things that I feel that I can look back and say that I contributed and I was engaged in building ships. And when I see them out defending America and also providing relief for natural disasters around the world, there's a sense of pride when I see that that's a boat that we built here.
So I currently work in what we call the MX trailer, but it stands for Integrated Digital Shipbuilding Mobile Experience. For me, the passion is seeing the light bulb go off for people. When you're talking to them and telling them about digital shipbuilding and you see the light bulb go off, they get a better understanding of what we're doing with digital shipbuilding. And when you see that and they get excited about it, that's what fuels me, that's what gets me excited. I really like what I do every day. That's what brings me back every day. Yes, I could probably retire today or tomorrow, but I like what I do. I like the diversity of what I do. It's never the same. Working in the MX trailer, every day is different. Every event is different. Every day is different. Having diversity in my day, that's what makes me come back every day.
What makes me proud to be a master shipbuilder is when I first got here, I didn't think I could do it. I did not think I was going to be able to do the job and make a difference. And in 40 years, I can honestly say that I did the job and I made a difference. When I made ship test engineer, that was one of the proudest moments in my career at this shipyard, because I knew then I was going to be in the middle of it all the time. Working all the time, trying to get things done all the time, meeting all the challenges. Right now, I want to help the young people get set up into the program before I leave. And I want them to have a positive experience before I leave. Because like I said, we do dangerous work, we do challenging work. The work that we do makes a difference for everybody in this country. I want them to be confident. I want them to see the strength in themselves that they really have. So that's the big thing. I want that before I retire.
The finished product is what makes me most proud of being a shipbuilder. When you can stand there and look at that aircraft carrier or submarine, when you turn on the news at night and you see your aircraft carrier sitting off the coast of some troubled area, and you know that it's bringing peace to the region, that makes you most proud. People ask me literally every day, when are you going to retire? I'm going to retire when I physically think that I should retire, but right now I enjoy coming to work every day.
It's been a good career, but it definitely to me has been very surreal to say, I'm Linda Carruthers and I'm a master shipbuilder.
It's been a great 40-year journey. It was not the one that I had planned out, but it has sure been a nice ride.
Congratulations to the newest class of Master Shipbuilders.